Ladies and gentlemen, today I want you to see something. You may have always hidden your scars. Those marks, those blemishes, those reminders of pain, they are not flaws. They are evidence that you have survived, evidence that you have fought, and evidence that you have grown. Scars tell a story. They whisper to the world, I have been through this and I am still standing. Every scar carries a lesson. Every scar carries a message. The battles you thought would destroy you were in fact shaping you for a greater purpose. What hurt you is now your teacher. What broke you is now your strength. Too many people live in shame, trying to hide their scars. They think weakness is exposure and pain is failure. But listen carefully. There is no weakness in survival. There is no failure in endurance. Your scars are not blemishes. They are trophies. They are proof that you refuse to quit when life tried to define you by your pain. Every scar is a chapter of courage. Every wound you have healed is a step closer to your destiny. When you look in the mirror, do not look for perfection. Look for perseverance. Do not focus on what hurt you. Focus on what it made you. Because the very things that left you broken are the very things that have made you strong, resilient, and wise beyond measure. Your scars also hold power beyond yourself. They become beacons for others who feel lost in their own battles. Your story of survival, your courage in facing adversity can inspire someone else to keep going. And this is the secret. Your scars are not only for you, they are for the world. Do not run from your scars. Do not hide them. Embrace them. Learn from them. Let them remind you daily that you are alive, that you are stronger than your circumstances, and that your life is not defined by what happened to you, but by what you do with it. So rise, walk boldly with your scars visible, for they are not marks of defeat, they are marks of victory. And as you embrace your past, you unlock the power to shape a future that no pain, no trial, and no challenge can ever take from you. Your scars are your strength, and your strength will carry you into the life you were born to live. Scars are not just marks on your skin. They are living reminders of the battles you have fought and survived. Each one tells a story of a challenge you faced, a hardship you endured, and a moment when you refused to give up. They are proof that you encountered pain, yet you continued moving forward. A scar shows that you were tested, that life pressed against you, and that despite the struggle, you emerged stronger. They carry the memory of the fight, not as a burden, but as a testament to your resilience. Every scar is a badge of courage, a symbol that you have lived fully, faced reality head on, and refused to be defeated by circumstances. They remind you daily that you are capable of overcoming obstacles, and that what once wounded you has now equipped you with strength, wisdom, and endurance. Every scar tells a story of endurance, a story that goes far deeper than the surface of the skin. It is a silent testimony of the moments when life pressed heavily upon you, when challenges seemed too great, and yet you refused to surrender. Each scar represents a journey through pain, a journey in which you had to summon courage you didn't know you possessed, a journey that tested your patience, your faith, and your will to keep going. These marks are living proof that you endured what could have defeated others, that you faced adversity head on, and that you carried on even when the path was dark and uncertain. When you look at a scar, you are reminded not only of what you endured, but of the strength it took to endure it. It is a message to yourself and to the world. You survived, you persisted, and you came out stronger on the other side. Each scar is not just a memory of pain. It is a celebration of your resilience, a record of your courage, and a testament to the unbreakable spirit within you. Pain is temporary. It comes and goes. It visits for a season, and it may feel unbearable in the moment, but it does not last forever. What lingers, what remains long after the pain has passed, are the lessons it leaves behind. Every challenge, every wound, every difficult experience carries with it wisdom that cannot be taken away. Pain may teach you patience when you thought you could not wait. It may teach you courage when fear tried to paralyze you. And it may teach you perseverance when giving up seemed like the easier choice. The discomfort, the struggle, and the tears are fleeting. But the understanding, the growth, and the insight you gain are permanent. Life's toughest moments carve lessons into your character that remain with you for a lifetime. While the ache may fade, the knowledge of your own resilience, the clarity of your priorities, and the strength of your spirit endure. Pain shapes you, molds you, and equips you for what lies ahead, ensuring that nothing you face is wasted, and that every hardship becomes a stepping stone toward a stronger, wiser, and more resilient you. What breaks you can also build you. For the very experiences that feel like they are shattering your world are often the ones shaping you into someone stronger than you ever imagined. Life has a way of testing us, pushing us to our limits, and sometimes it feels as though everything is falling apart. Yet within the fracture lies an opportunity for growth. The moments that expose your weaknesses also reveal the areas where strength can be developed. The hardships that leave you feeling defeated are the same ones that teach resilience, patience, and perseverance. Just as a blacksmith uses fire and hammer to shape metal into a weapon of strength, life uses trials to mold your character and refine your spirit. What seems like destruction can be the very tool of reconstruction, building layers of wisdom, courage, and endurance. Your brokenness is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of transformation, a signal that you are being prepared for something greater, and that the strength you gain from surviving the storm will carry you further than comfort ever could. Scars are not symbols of weakness. They are undeniable proof of resilience. They are evidence that you have faced challenges, endured pain, and refused to give in when life tried to break you. While some may see a scar and think of it as a flaw, the truth is that it represents the exact opposite. It is a mark of strength. Each scar tells the story of battles fought and survived, of nights spent in struggle and mornings spent rising again. They show that no matter how difficult the trial, you persisted. They reveal a spirit that does not surrender easily, a heart that keeps moving forward even when hope feels distant, and a mind that refuses to let fear dictate its actions. Scars are proof that you have been tested, that you have endured, and that you have grown stronger through the very things that once threatened to defeat you. They are a testament to your courage, a celebration of your perseverance, and a visible reminder that resilience is not something hidden. It is etched into the very fabric of who you are. Your struggles refine your character, shaping the person you are becoming in ways comfort never could. Every challenge you face, every obstacle that tests you, and every hardship that stretches you beyond what you thought possible is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Struggles reveal the depths of your patience, the strength of your determination, and the clarity of your values. They teach you humility when pride tempts you, courage when fear threatens to paralyze you, and empathy when others are suffering around you. Just as fire purifies gold, adversity refines your spirit, burning away what is unnecessary and revealing the core of who you are meant to be. Your character is not built in moments of ease. It is forged in the crucible of struggle. The way you respond to difficulties, the lessons you extract from pain, and the choices you make under pressure define your true strength. Through every struggle, you are sculpted into someone capable of greater wisdom, greater compassion, and greater impact, proving that the trials you face are not just obstacles, they are instruments of transformation. Life's challenges reveal hidden strength, the kind of strength you never knew existed until you were tested. When everything seems to be falling apart, when obstacles loom larger than your confidence, and when the weight of circumstances threatens to overwhelm you, that is when your true power emerges. Challenges force you to dig deeper, to push past limits you thought were fixed, and to discover abilities within yourself that were lying dormant. They expose resilience you didn't realize you had, courage that surfaces only under pressure, and determination that refuses to quit even when the path is uncertain. Often, it is not the easy days that shape us, but the days filled with struggle, resistance, and hardship. These are the moments that uncover the hidden reservoirs of strength, teaching you that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Every challenge is not just an obstacle. It is a mirror reflecting the power that has always been inside you, waiting for the moment life demanded that you rise. Scars give empathy. They make you compassionate because they remind you of what it feels like to hurt, to struggle, and to endure. When you have experienced pain, you gain a deeper understanding of the struggles that others face. Your own scars allow you to see beyond the surface, to recognize the silent battles that people carry, and to respond with kindness instead of judgment. They teach you patience when others falter, mercy when others stumble, and encouragement when others feel defeated. Scars connect you to the human experience in a way that comfort never can, showing you that pain is universal. Yet the way we rise defines our character. They transform your heart, shaping it to care more deeply, to listen more attentively, and to act more compassionately. In essence, the wounds you have survived become a bridge to others, allowing you to walk beside them in understanding, to lift them with empathy, and to inspire them with the proof that adversity can be overcome. Nobody grows without pain, because pain is the soil in which strength, wisdom, and character take root. Just as a seed must push through the darkness of the earth to reach the sunlight, we must endure discomfort, struggle, and hardship to truly evolve. Pain forces us to confront our limitations, to question our assumptions, and to stretch beyond what we thought was possible. It strips away illusions, teaches us resilience, and reveals the depths of our courage. Without pain, we remain stagnant, never fully discovering the potential within us or the lessons life has to offer. It is through hardship that we gain perspective, empathy, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Pain is not the enemy. It is the teacher that shapes our character, strengthens our resolve, and propels us toward the person we are meant to become. Failure leaves scars. It marks the moments when things did not go as planned, when dreams stumbled, and when effort seemed wasted. These scars remind us of the pain of falling short, the disappointment of unmet expectations, and the struggle that comes with trying and not succeeding. Yet, within that same journey, perseverance leaves triumph. When you refuse to quit despite setbacks, when you rise each time you fall, and when you continue to press forward even in the face of repeated challenges, you transform scars into strength. Triumph is the reward for persistence. It is the proof that endurance conquers adversity. Every time you push past failure, you gain experience, wisdom, and resilience that no success could teach alone. Scars may tell the story of the battles you've lost, but perseverance writes the story of victory. The scars remind you of where you've been And perseverance ensures that the journey continues until triumph becomes inevitable. Each scar is a mark of courage, a visible reminder that you faced adversity and refused to back down. It tells the story of moments when fear, pain, or uncertainty stood in your path, yet you chose to confront them anyway. Scars are earned through bravery, not by avoiding challenges, but by standing strong in the midst of them. They show that you were willing to risk, to endure, and to fight for what mattered, even when the outcome was uncertain. Every scar carries the silent testimony of your fortitude, a symbol that you acted despite fear, persevered despite difficulty, and survived, where giving up would have been easier. They are not blemishes to hide, they are badges of honor. Proof that courage is not the absence of struggle, but the decision to rise and face life head on, no matter the cost. The past cannot define your future unless you allow it, because what has happened to you does not have the power to shape who you will become unless you give it that authority. Your history, your mistakes, failures, and painful experiences are not chains meant to hold you back. They are lessons meant to guide you forward. You have the choice to carry the weight of past hurts or to learn from them and move beyond them. Every setback, every disappointment, and every scar can serve as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block, but only if you refuse to let them dictate your identity or your destiny. The future is shaped by the decisions you make today, by the courage you summon, and by the vision you hold for your life. The past is a teacher, not a ruler. And when you embrace that truth, you free yourself to rise above former limitations, to pursue your purpose with clarity, and to create a life that is not determined by what happened to you, but by what you choose to become. Your scars can inspire others to rise because they are tangible proof that adversity can be overcome. When people see the marks of your struggles, they are reminded that pain does not have to be permanent, that challenges do not have to define a life, and that survival is possible even in the darkest moments. Your scars tell a story of resilience, perseverance, and courage. Stories that can ignite hope in someone who feels trapped in their own battles. By embracing your scars openly, you show others that it is not weakness to face hardship, but strength to endure it. They encourage others to believe in their own ability to rise, to fight through difficulties, and to emerge stronger on the other side. In sharing your journey, your scars become more than reminders of what you've endured. They become beacons of hope, lighting the path for others to find their courage, reclaim their strength, and step boldly into their own victories. Healing is a process, not a destination, because it does not happen overnight, nor does it follow a straight path. It unfolds gradually, step by step, through the work of facing pain, learning from experiences, and allowing yourself to grow from them. Healing requires patience, self-compassion, and the willingness to confront the emotions and memories that may feel uncomfortable or overwhelming. It is not about erasing scars or pretending the pain never existed. It is about integrating those experiences into your life in a way that strengthens you and gives you wisdom. Each day of effort, each moment of reflection, and each act of resilience contributes to your progress. There will be setbacks and difficult moments, but they are part of the journey, not signs of failure. True healing transforms the wounds of the past into lessons for the future. And it teaches that growth, peace, and strength are cultivated through persistence and care, not through rushing toward an imagined endpoint. Vulnerability turns scars into strength because it allows you to face your pain openly, honestly, and without pretense. When you acknowledge your wounds, instead of hiding them, you transform what once made you feel weak into a source of power. Sharing your struggles, admitting your fears, and embracing your imperfections do not diminish you. They humanize you and connect you to others in a profound way. Vulnerability invites growth, healing, and understanding, and it enables you to learn from your scars rather than be defined by them. It is through the courage to be seen in your brokenness that you develop resilience, empathy, and inner strength. The scars you carry become a testament to your ability to survive, adapt, and rise, showing that true power is not in hiding your struggles, but in owning them and allowing them to shape you into a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate person. What you overcome prepares you for your purpose, because every challenge, every hardship, and every obstacle you face equips you with the skills, wisdom, and resilience necessary for the path ahead. Life does not place you in situations randomly. The struggles you endure are training grounds for the greater mission you are meant to fulfill. Each difficulty tests your patience, sharpens your character, and teaches you lessons that cannot be learned in comfort. The victories you achieve over adversity build confidence. The failures you endure build humility, and the scars you carry build empathy. When the time comes to step into your purpose, you will find that the very trials you once thought were setbacks were actually preparing you for success. Your journey through hardship shapes your perspective, strengthens your resolve, and equips you to handle greater responsibility. In essence, what you overcome is not just survival, it is preparation for the life you were designed to live and the impact you are destined to make. God often uses scars to position you for greatness, because the very trials that leave marks on your life are also shaping your destiny. The experiences that wound you, challenge you, and test your faith are not meaningless. They are part of a larger plan designed to prepare you for a higher purpose. Scars are reminders that you have been refined through difficulty, strengthened through endurance, and equipped with wisdom that only comes from overcoming adversity. They teach patience when the journey is long, humility when pride tempts you, and courage when fear arises. In the tapestry of your life, scars are not flaws. They are intentional threads that guide you, mold you, and position you to step into opportunities that require the very strength you gained through your struggles. What was once painful becomes the foundation for influence, leadership, and impact, showing that God can take the remnants of your battles and use them as instruments for extraordinary achievement. Scars remind you of lessons learned, because each one carries the memory of an experience that tested you, challenged you, and forced you to grow. They are not merely physical or emotional marks. They are signposts pointing to the wisdom gained through struggle. Every scar tells a story of a mistake corrected, a battle endured, or fear overcome, serving as a permanent record of the truths life taught you along the way. When you see a scar, you are reminded not to repeat the same errors, to value the strength you discovered within yourself, and to appreciate the growth that came from difficult circumstances. Scars transform pain into insight, suffering into understanding, and adversity into knowledge. They ensure that the lessons you learn are never forgotten, turning every wound into a teacher and every hardship into a stepping stone toward a wiser, stronger, and more resilient version of yourself. Strength is cultivated in the soil of adversity, because it is through challenges, difficulties, and trials that the deepest parts of our character are formed. Just as a seed grows stronger and more resilient by pushing through hard earth to reach the sunlight, we develop true strength by facing hardships that test our limits. Adversity strips away comfort and exposes our vulnerabilities, forcing us to dig deep within ourselves to find courage, patience, and perseverance we didn't know we possessed. It is in these moments of struggle that resilience is forged, wisdom is gained, and determination is sharpened. Without adversity, strength remains dormant, untested, and unproven. But when we confront difficulties head on, endure through pain, and rise despite setbacks, we cultivate an inner power that cannot be shaken, a strength that becomes the foundation for overcoming future challenges, achieving purpose, and living with unwavering confidence. Comparing scars diminishes the victory of your journey, because every struggle, every wound, and every hardship is unique to your life and your experience. When you measure your pain against someone else's, you risk undervaluing the battles you have fought and the strength it took to survive them. Your scars tell your story, not theirs, and the lessons, growth, and resilience you gained are yours alone. No one else has walked exactly in your shoes, faced the exact challenges you faced, or endured the specific hardships that shaped you. By comparing your journey to others, you distract yourself from celebrating your own courage, perseverance, and triumphs. True victory comes from recognizing the power of your personal story, embracing your scars, and honoring the growth they represent. Each mark is a testament to your endurance, and no comparison can lessen the significance of the strength you gained, the lessons you learned, or the resilience you built along the way. Scars are maps of your personal history because they trace the paths you have walked, the battles you have fought, and the challenges you have overcome. Each mark, whether visible or invisible, represents a moment in your life that tested you, shaped you, and left a lasting impression on who you are. They guide you through the story of your own journey, reminding you of where you've been, what you've endured, and how far you've come. Like a map, scars show the twists and turns, the obstacles faced, and the victories earned along the way. They are not blemishes to hide, but markers of experience, evidence of growth, and symbols of resilience. When you reflect on your scars, you can trace the lessons learned, the strength gained, and the wisdom earned. Understanding that each one is a chapter in the story of your life and a reminder that your journey, with all its hardships and triumphs, has shaped you into the person you are today. The deeper the wound, the greater the wisdom. Because the intensity of our struggles often teaches us lessons that shallow experiences never could. When we face profound pain, loss, or hardship, we are forced to confront truths about ourselves, about life, and about the world around us that we might otherwise ignore. Deep wounds demand reflection, patience, and resilience. And in navigating them, we gain insight, understanding, and perspective that cannot be acquired through ease or comfort. The more significant the challenge, the more profound the growth, because enduring and learning from great pain stretches our character and expands our capacity for empathy, strength, and discernment. While the wound itself may leave scars, it also leaves behind wisdom that equips us to handle future trials, to guide others with compassion, and to navigate life with a deeper sense of purpose. In essence, the depth of what we endure is directly proportional to the depth of the knowledge and understanding we acquire. Courage grows each time you face fear, because bravery is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. Every time you confront what scares you, whether it is uncertainty, rejection, failure, or the unknown, you strengthen your ability to withstand future challenges. Fear tests your resolve, pushing you to discover inner resources you may not have realized you possessed. With each act of courage, no matter how small, you build confidence, resilience, and self-trust. The more often you face fear head on, the less power it holds over you, and the more your spirit expands to meet greater challenges. Courage is cultivated in action, honed through experience, and reinforced by the knowledge that you can endure and overcome. Each encounter with fear becomes a stepping stone, transforming what once intimidated you into a source of strength, and proving that the human spirit grows bolder, braver, and more unstoppable every time it rises despite fear. The scars you hide are the ones that teach the most because they carry lessons that are deeply personal and often difficult to confront. These are the wounds that lie beneath the surface, invisible to others, yet they shape your thoughts, decisions, and character in profound ways. Hiding them does not erase their impact. Instead, it challenges you to wrestle with pain, fear, or shame privately, teaching resilience, self-awareness, and inner strength. These hidden scars force you to grow in silence, to develop patience with yourself, and to find courage without applause or recognition. They teach empathy, as the struggles you endure in secret deepen your understanding of others' pain. While visible scars may inspire or evoke sympathy, it is the hidden ones that transform you from the inside out, equipping you with wisdom, perspective, and fortitude that only comes from facing and embracing the parts of yourself you might least want to show. Scars shape your testimony and influence because they are the proof of battles fought, lessons learned, and victories won. The experiences that left marks on you, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, become the foundation of your story, giving your words weight and authenticity. When you share your journey, your scars resonate with others, showing them that struggle is real, survival is possible, and triumph can emerge from pain. They give you credibility, not because of perfection, but because of perseverance. Your influence grows as people see that you have faced adversity and come through stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The scars you carry become tools for encouragement, guidance, and inspiration, turning your personal history into a testimony that can uplift, motivate, and transform the lives of those who hear it. In essence, your scars are not just reminders of the past, they are instruments through which your story impacts the present and shapes the future. Pain without purpose is suffering because it leaves you feeling lost, defeated, and burdened with no meaning or direction. When hardship strikes without understanding or context, it can weigh heavily on the spirit, eroding hope and leaving only despair. But pain with purpose is strength. Because when you endure with a lesson to learn, a character to build, or a mission to fulfill, that same pain becomes a forge for resilience and courage. It teaches you patience when the journey is long, wisdom when decisions are difficult, and perseverance when giving up seems easier. Purpose transforms suffering into growth, weakness into fortitude, and adversity into preparation for greater things ahead. The difference lies not in avoiding pain, but in how you respond to it, choosing to let it refine you, teach you, and equip you for the life you are meant to live. What once felt unbearable becomes a source of power, shaping you into someone capable of enduring, inspiring, and overcoming in ways you could never have imagined. Your scars validate your journey because they are tangible proof of the battles you have faced, the challenges you have endured, and the obstacles you have overcome. They serve as reminders that every hardship you survived, every pain you endured, and every setback you encountered was not in vain. Each scar tells a story of perseverance, courage, and resilience, affirming that your path has been real and significant. They confirm that you did not walk away when life became difficult, that you stood firm when fear and doubt tried to overwhelm you, and that you continued moving forward even when the outcome was uncertain. Scars are a testament to your strength, a visible record of your growth, and a silent declaration that your journey, though marked by trials, has shaped you into the person you are today. They validate not only the struggle, but also the triumph, proving that every step you took, every tear shed, and every challenge faced contributed to the story of your life. Transformation requires breaking before rebuilding, because growth often begins in the moments when everything seems to be falling apart. Before you can become stronger, wiser, or more aligned with your purpose, old patterns, beliefs, and limitations must be shattered. Breaking is not failure, it is preparation. It strips away what no longer serves you, exposes your true potential, and creates the space necessary for renewal. Only after the breaking can you rebuild with intention, insight, and strength gained from experience. The process may be painful and uncomfortable, but it is in that discomfort that transformation takes root. Every fracture, every challenge, and every disruption teaches you resilience, shapes your character, and equips you with the tools to construct a life that reflects your true strength and purpose. Without breaking, rebuilding is shallow. With it, the new foundation is unshakable and enduring. True power is born through perseverance, because it is not the moments of ease or comfort that define strength, but the ability to continue when the path is difficult and the outcome uncertain. Perseverance teaches endurance, patience, and resilience, shaping a spirit that refuses to be defeated by obstacles, setbacks, or failures. Each challenge overcome, each difficulty endured, and each effort sustained, despite discouragement, adds to the foundation of real power. It is through persistent effort, even when results are delayed or struggles seem endless, that character is fortified and inner strength is revealed. True power is not flashy or immediate. It grows quietly in those who refuse to give up, who rise after every fall, and who press forward when others turn back. It is the product of relentless determination, unwavering faith in oneself, and the refusal to surrender, proving that the strongest, most enduring power comes not from privilege or opportunity, but from the consistent courage to persevere. Celebrate your scars. They are your trophies of life, because each one represents a battle you have faced, a hardship you have endured, and a victory you have earned. They are tangible reminders that you have survived pain, overcome challenges, and risen stronger than before. Scars are not signs of weakness or failure. They are evidence of courage, resilience, and perseverance. Every mark tells a story of struggle transformed into strength, fear conquered through action, and trials turned into lessons. When you honor your scars, you acknowledge the journey you have walked, the growth you have achieved, and the wisdom you have gained. They are the trophies of your life's victories, silent, powerful, and irreplaceable, reminding you that your past struggles were not in vain, and that you are stronger, wiser, and more resilient because of them. As we reflect on the journey that our scars represent, it becomes clear that they are far more than reminders of pain. They are the very proof of our resilience, courage, and growth. Every mark, every wound, every battle survived has been a teacher, shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more compassionate individuals. Life's hardships are not meant to break us, they are meant to build us, to reveal the depths of our strength, and to prepare us for the greatness we are capable of achieving. Your scars tell the world that you have faced challenges and refused to surrender, that you have endured trials and risen above them, and that you carry a story that can inspire and uplift others. They validate your journey, Highlight your perseverance and demonstrate that true power is not found in ease, but in the ability to rise after every fall. So do not hide your scars. Do not shy away from the lessons they carry or the testimony they represent. Embrace them, honor them, and celebrate them, for they are trophies of your life, visible proof of battles fought, victories won, and strength earned. Let your scars be a source of confidence, a reminder that you are capable of overcoming anything, and a beacon of hope for those who look to you for inspiration. Remember, it is not the wounds themselves that define you. It is how you respond to them, how you grow from them, and how you allow them to transform your life into a story of courage, triumph, and purpose. Your scars are not just reminders of what you have endured. They are the foundation of the extraordinary life you are destined to live. Rise boldly, walk proudly, and let every scar tell the world that you are stronger than any challenge, braver than any fear, and more resilient than any obstacle. Your scars are your strength. And your strength will light the path not only for your future, but for the lives of countless others who need to see that rising is always possible. Thank you.